Guys, Tuesday. Welcome back to the reflective screen from hell. Yeah, I definitely, I did call Best Buy, and they do have screens that, like was pointed out, I need to look for one with a matte finish. So you're just gonna have to deal with that until I can figure out a time I can get it replaced. So yeah, what are we looking at today? Delirium Nocturnum Belgian Ale. 9 point. That's the ounces. 9. This one was more 8.5% by volume, and we know this has got to be better than the other one, because not only does it have the cork thingy, but it's also sealed in a blue foil. So I could have had this all done, but I just figured I'd just talk to you and do this. So what's new? Wow. I don't know, let's just do this. Let's just go trudging straight in. There. Get that. I don't want any residue to fly into our beer. And see how prepared I am? Okay, here we go. This was another one from Jay at Elite Ammunition. I'm sure he was impressed. Whoa! I'm sure he was impressed with their last review. And it did give a warning when all that smoke started coming out. Where's Shelby when you need her? Okay. So any of you guys anywhere near the flooding in Missouri? That's I mean, I know our little shoot that when we surprised B likes to watch. I realize it's a big state, so Lord knows. Hey, would it be gross if I rang this out in the... Okay, now this one has more of a typical Belgian style. You get the clove and some spicy notes. Almost like roasted or smoked caramel. I don't know, a little orange or maybe even some chocolate in there. And it's another one with some stuff, but it's kind of got a brownish orange kind of hue to it. I will say this, I'm a little bit more plugged up right now, but yesterday's smelt a lot better. Not saying that this doesn't smell good, it's just that one was just all around awesome. And the flavors got just a little bit more intense as that one warmed up. And at no point in time did I say, I wish I could just get through this. It was like, I wish it would just keep rejuvenating in the glass. So, cheers guys. Cheers Jay. Desert Gold. on top of everything I just said, it has almost a that 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 roasted or smoked caramel is really buttery. This shit would work really nice as like a glaze for something. Like if you use this as kind of a base and almost some kind of a ham glaze. It doesn't have as thick of a mouthfeel. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't mean to block those all out. Yeah, focus. Yeah, I am focusing. The brew review is just a side thing. How's my colon? Speak of the devil. I know it's that rude moment where the host, the prick, like answered his phone. What a dick. Ooh. So Jay, when I don't get back to you right away, it's because I was busy drinking the beer you sent. Maybe what I could do is convince Christine it's time for an upgrade. Seeing how Johnny Watson now has a bigger TV than I do, and I'll put the 70-inch from the living room here and get something bigger for up there. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. You guys that have ever been in that situation, yeah, I was amazed I was able to actually pull off the bid to go with the 70-inch. But if you asked her about it now, I think she'd be pretty pissed off if downsized at all. I mean, everybody always gives you the thing about the size of the TV in reference to where you sit or blah blah blah. You know what? This still works great as a monitor, even though it's, I mean we're talking about life size. I mean, it's almost like you could just like reach out and just touch whatever is on the screen. Turn the thing off, and in the right light, you'd be going, "Hey, did you have Shelby up on here? Why? Because it looked like she was licking the screen." Yeah, that damn dog. Obviously, the 32-inch was, I don't know if it was a full matte. I mean, or I know the upstairs TV. It's the Aquas, and it does not reflect like that either. I mean, when you in the middle of the afternoon when there's light coming through the windows, you don't see it on that screen. So I'm not exactly sure at what point you say to yourself, I wish I had a really, really shiny screen. As a complete side note, jumping from alcohol and beer into electronics, a couple weeks ago I was getting an issue with the remote start. Did I already tell you this story? The remote start in my truck fixed, and they had I don't remember what it was. It was a 65-inch TV up there, and when it's off, it just looks like a really nice mirror, detailed frame, and it's a mirror. But when you turn it on, it's a TV. Didn't even ask the price. That also probably would not work out too well in this exact scenario. So, There's a lot of flavor. There's a lot more flavor in this one. At least some of them that I can actually ascertain. I mean, it's not like something as simple as trying to figure out what a can of cream of mushroom soup, tastes like or anything like that. But, it is a little bit more complicated. He's gonna fucking just punch me. I'm like, he's gonna come out of the airport when I pick him up at the end of the week. It's like, Jim, whoosh! Jim. I should get him something special. Thank you, Stephen Bush. Would we have seen the video though if Jim would have actually opened up the Spark 2 box after he was all amazed? Oh, Stephen Bush, you're awesome. You're incredible. Oh, sending a Spark 2. I just don't know what to say. I say you better get a bowl and a spoon, bitch. Yeah. Okay, so there's a chance that Jim's gonna see this. Be like, I don't know, he may not have superpowers anymore. Could have been his Achilles heel when he got his hair cut. Now he's just a mere mortal like the rest of us. Okay. Almost get like the raisin or the fig kind of flavors in there. But that roasty, smoky caramel and like a buttery. I just like see it was my turn to cook. Whatever. It's pizza night. I don't know. It was like a conspiracy. She's upstairs watching something on the Sci-Fi Channel, and I swear to God, every commercial while I was sitting there was a pizza commercial. This wasn't our original plan to have pizza, but the programming thing worked great. Pizza companies, except we didn't. The majority of the commercials were Domino's, and we didn't do that. Bet you this will go good with pizza though, if there's anything left of it. Not that. Boy, this is a lively one. Not that this one isn't good, but I have to say I enjoyed the other one more. But this is, for me, what I'm liking about this is it's not your typical Belgian ale. It has some of the characteristics, but it's not really there on that whole banana or bubblegum like thing. And maybe a little bit of the clove and pepper, but what stands out really strong is that kind of that mix. Like I said, I just envision a pan and somebody is melting down, and they got some caramel, and they're roasting it, and it's getting, maybe it's over some wooden flames or something, but just a roasted smoky caramel and butter, and that's like in a subtle chocolate. Alcohol? I mean, foolish me to use the words. It's only 9.4%, but it's only 9.4%, and I don't notice any warming, any booziness. I have been let on knowledgeable or insider trading that Jay has a video uploading, and I believe he's going to be reviewing some of the beers that I sent him, knowing that he is also a craft head. I mean, obviously, because he sent stuff like this, but I'm most interested in his thoughts on the double black from Bent Paddle. I believe on rumors that they're going to be doing another batch of it, and if they are, being that I have an insider on that too, I will definitely be picking up large quantities of that. Glockgeist, still, I got something I have to get out to you. And unlike you, you'll probably, unlike the shit I get from you, you actually should really enjoy this. Well, I tell you though, it doesn't really, there's like a, almost like a huge divide between the way it smells and the way it tastes. And it's kind of like a, kind of more of a sour kind of smell in comparison to its taste. Not that I just want to jump straight into politics, but I was having Christine's pilot. It's nice to know that it's officially, by the year of its production, it doesn't even exist until the weekend. And they already had a recall, which I know doesn't come as a surprise, but had to flash the computer because the display may be inaccurate. It may mess around with the controls for the windows and the doors, which I don't know if I was telling you guys we've already had. It's like some of these remote controls do so many things. You know, I did tell you guys, you know, she was like, were you in the car? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like, the windows were down. And then like the next time she's like, were you in the car? And I'm like, no, why? The windows were down and the sunroof was open. And it's like, what the hell? You know, only to find out that a certain combination of pressing of buttons lowers all four windows, and another combination lowers all four windows and opens the sunroof. Not enough that someone could climb through, but enough that if you're in your office or whatever and it's really hot, you can press a few buttons and it just lowers buttons so that you can like ventilate the vehicle without actually having to start it and running it with the air conditioner. I mean, I've noticed that with my truck. I had remote start put in it, and the gas mileage just sucks ass. But then again, you know, it's running for roughly 10 to 15 minutes every morning before I get in it, because like right now, I think we're at the warm spot for the day at 21 degrees. Oh, and as a side note, because even if she doesn't comment, evidently I think she's watching over here, Tara Farley, cheers. I have no idea what the hell has gone down. What is it? Go back 3 weeks when I told you guys that that Tara's rifle and pistol and my FN57 were out. I mean, Jay, at Elite Ammunition, how long have you had my 5.7? Well, Tara sent me a nice email, like nicer than I probably would have been. Here, I'll cliff note it and then adapt it over to what I would have said. Asshole, where the fuck is my rifle and my pistol? And it's like, I mean, I started to get worried. I actually called my guy, Bill, my FFL, because I stopped using Fisherman's Corner because they just want to butt rape everybody Really? If I would have gone up there and had them send out the stuff that day, they would have charged $45 for the FN. They would have charged $45 for the AR. They would have charged $45 for the pistol, even though both of those were in the same box going to the same place. So now you're way over $100. I would do the math, but you know, just kidding. It's like 135 bucks. And yeah, that's what they would charge. My guy, Bill, who is my FFL and my gunsmith, and I realize that, you know, maybe you guys don't have somebody that can do work for you due to the thing called the delivery. If you ever need some work done, Bill can do it and then just get it shipped back to you. But so I saw her email, and I sent her an email, and I'm just like, what the hell? I mean, I know my 5.7 has been at where Jay received that weeks ago. So he tracked it, and then he called me at 2:30, 2:45, and said, Eric, according to the tracking information, it arrived today at 11 a.m. I'm almost like, where in the hell has this thing been for 2-3 weeks? Nice job. Not my FFL, and not her FFL, because it was shown in tracking as delivered today. I'm glad they're not delivering oxygen, because they would have lost that one. Okay. On the e-skater. Did I sound Belgian? Delirium Nocturnum. Very good. Again, the funny thing is I'm not really into the Belgian styles, but Jay has sent me, I believe, things on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Yesterday's, the flavors were and and I brew review fail. I mean, it was really good, but I don't think I definitely didn't use enough descriptive things. This one is a little bit more Captain Obvious. It has a lot more flavors, more bold, and it's very good. It's got a pink elephant on the cover. If I saw this one, would I get it again? I'm not sure that I would. But I might, if I saw one of these, I might grab one and then cellar it, because I'd be interested to see, as the alcohol breaks things down, how it changes some of the characteristics of it, because some of them really drastically change. Am I disappointed that I had an opportunity to try it? Not at all, because that's part of what I love about this channel. And if you know, some great places like either the Keyport or somewhere in here, I kind of despise Super One Liquor, because they're already responsible for closing down 2 smaller liquor stores. But if you can't compete, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. And Super One does okay as far as, I mean, they definitely have a craft area, but the chances are that anything that's at that one is at Keyport, and a lot more. And Nick and Andy, those guys they're just like I don't know if I could work there, really. Especially with the whole, you know, bring your bottle in and have it filled thing. I'd just be like, ah, yeah. Which hopefully I might be able to take you guys on some tours at Christmas time. My uncle, my mother's brother, very cool guy, my Uncle Billy. He is also a huge craft guy. He actually provides some hops for some local establishments. I can't remember if he's ever brought anything to the guys at Bent Paddle, but I was like shocked to find out that evidently his hop growth is so good that a bunch of them actually want that stuff. And he was like telling me, he was like, oh yeah, it's like I'm down hanging out with the boys at Bent Paddle and Pagan, and I'm like, dude, bring me with. You know, if you work at Bent Paddle, you don't pay for any beer? I'm gonna have to reevaluate how much money I actually need each month. Go to work for Bent Paddle. Now I got this, I'll take it out. If I can ever pull this off, you know, the funny ass pictures that Glockgeist, Glockgeist and Jim and John Solar. 283. Gotta get that right, it's trademarked. I'm under contractual obligations. You know, I've got to, with my contract, I have to make sure I say that. John Solar 283. But if I ever have the opportunity to get in good with any one of these breweries, I want a picture. You know, the great big, like, I don't even know what they call the big stainless steel tubs where everything, all the goodness is happening. But at the bottom, there's, because I did the sprinkler system in Canal Park Brewery, and they brought in all this stuff, and it was all state-of-the-art automation systems and conveyor belts bringing hops and blah, blah, blah. It was awesome. And every single one of those great big tanks had a valve at the bottom. I will pay money to get a picture or a video laying on the floor and just a column of beer just hitting me in the face. It's kind of like pictures I've seen that Heffia sent me of Travis taking a load to the face. On the E scale, yesterday's was awesome. It was, and that's why I gave it a 10. This one, I'm just always shocked when I actually find that I enjoy some of these as much as I do. This one, I give it a 9 on the E scale. Could I drink this every single day? No, but it's a hell of a treat, and I wouldn't mind cellaring one for a while to see what happens to it. Yesterday's FNA, I think I could actually make that a daily. And Nick in Canada, fuck you, buddy. I had one, you didn't. So you know what you can kiss? That's right. You can kiss my Lipton soup can right in the middle. Not on the left side. Yeah, I just slammed two people at the same time. Oh, and this one, this had some beer still on the bottom. I picked it up and set it down 3 times. And I shit you not, I ended up with the, you probably can't see it. Let's see. Hang on, we're going in. Ended up with the biohazard symbol. Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about the Rocket Pop. Right now, show of hands, how many people wish they were the Rocket Pop? Right now, Tara's going, wait. Well, yeah, what the hell? Okay. Speaking of my uncle, for Christmas, he gave me some hot pickled beans. Whew, those are awesome. And then he gave me some of his pickled peppers. Jalapenos. There's a bunch of them in there. And, oh my God, they have a level of heat to them. Perfect. But this small mason jar, sorry, I'm having a panic. What did I do with the moonshine? Small mason jar. I've almost completely used it up on a pizza and got a couple of subs last night. And just hot peppers, craft beers. I don't think he's completely politically on my side. I've seen a couple of questionable posts, the things that I've put up on Facebook, so if he watches this, I'm sorry, but I am who I am, and if you're a Muslim, then either you want to be an American, or you're the enemy. I don't think there's a gray area there. And just as a quick, just throwing it out there, the burqa, if you are a woman who stands behind the burqa, you are a sheep. It is demeaning, and the fact that your man says that you can't show yourself, if you got the little refrigerator turned on, I just think it's and Stripey, yes, I did watch the interview with the dumb sheep bitch Muslim wearing the burqa, talking about how, I mean, really, I mean, you're gonna get your driver's license picture taken, and all we see is just a little slit. I mean, case in point, right there. I wouldn't mind seeing a little slit, but not on your driver's license. Okay. I'm tomorrow. Got some things that Christine picked out for me. I got some things that my friends, like Dubglock23, they're already reviewing, and I haven't even reviewed yet, so why don't I pick one of those? I've drank them, and I can't remember which one of the two of these I liked more. An IPA, Harness IPA, or Roof Rack Lager, Vienna style. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it me style. I'm gonna pick the one with the higher alcohol, and that's the one we're gonna go with. 7.2%. $5.7. So obviously we have a winner with the Harness IPA. That's what we're going to look at tomorrow. Again, I know it's kind of a mood thing, and I'm sure everybody's got some soft. They've turned down the lights where they're watching this, and they've put on some mood music. My whole moment was just wrecked because I was trying to. I instantly kind of thought of what Chuck would have for mood music, and I just see him like, oh, I see him wearing like wearing a thong and some whipped cream, and he's like handing Rudy pieces of pickled herring I don't know where that came from, but okay. Damn. Rocket pop. Okay. Oh, thank you, little refrigerator, for turning off. Okay. So, yeah, I need to do something about that. What if I maybe just took some fine sandpaper and just kidding, I wouldn't. Yeah, it'd probably be easier just to find one of the matte screen. Okay, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Jay from Elite Ammunition. Oh boy, I think this is really going to happen. And I'm not messing around. The fundraiser for the puppies, I know, didn't get him anywhere near where he needed to be. And I realized that his particular fundraiser was really based on stuff for the 5.7, which probably puts you into a smaller window. I mean that if you own an FN 5.7, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is honestly a pistol that I thought was cool as hell, but is it really what you want? And then until you actually shoot it and hold it and realize how freaking light it is and how many rounds that it holds and what those little damn rounds are capable of. I mean, at close range, some jacked up thug, some douchebag from Obama's Chicago, because we have a lot of those loser pieces of shit up here that just come for the welfare stuff. Yeah, fuck you, Chuck. And get one of them on some drugs coming at you. That little gun with the velocity and those rounds and all the shit that Jay is doing to it, I just think it is going to be absolutely an awesome and like the perfect carry gun. It's like the thing weighs like absolutely nothing, and then after what he's doing to it, it's just going to be like, I've seen the videos, man, when you can actually shoot the same amount of rounds in half of the amount of time, that is money well spent. Not to mention from a guy who lives, eats, and breathes, well, some of it, 1/3 of it, because he's got some serious other passions. Craft beers. Do you actually know somebody that could hand make a samurai? Like a katana? I will write a bad check. Or Chuck will just pick it up like he normally does. Okay, enough of that. Cheers. We'll look at the Harness IPA tomorrow. And if you're in some of these areas, Texas, Missouri, I hope all you friends and family, if any of you are in these areas, I hope you're all safe. Otherwise, we'll try to get this fixed as soon as possible. It's like